Savannah Chrisley makes big demand to sibling who betrayed family. Hello, everyone. Welcome back for another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please subscribe and like it. Former Chrisley Knows Best star Savannah Chrisley is demanding that one of her siblings drop the family's last name amid betrayal. Savannah has spent over 2 years fighting for her parents' freedom, and now she is not backing down. Keep reading for more details on which sibling she is done with. Savannah Chrisley demands sibling drop family last name. When Todd and Julie Chrisley headed to prison in January 2023, the family was rocked. Savannah Chrisley became the parent to her 2 youngest siblings, Grayson and Chloe Chrisley. At the same time, she was determined to get her parents released. She firmly believed that their sentences were unwarranted, so she took it to the top. Savannah spoke at the RNC and campaigned for the current president, speaking to whomever she thought could help. By May 2025, her parents had been pardoned by President Trump and released within a day. Now, the family has a brand new reality series unlike anything they have done before. It is real and raw, not based on their comedic antics. Moreover, it will show what life was like without Todd and Julie, and then learning that they had been pardoned. One focus will be on those who betrayed the Chrisleys, including their own family members. Lindsay Chrisley, who came from Todd's first marriage, has been blamed for putting her parents behind bars. Now, Savannah is suggesting that she should lose the Chrisley last name in a preview for the Chrisleys. Back to reality. The prosecutor read the letter Lindsay wrote to the FBI. "We're no longer family, lose our last name." Todd Chrisley's mother, Nanny Faye Chrisley, has always believed in her faith and in family. She notes how different the dynamic is now. Yet she is still seemingly close with Lindsay Chrisley, regardless of what Savannah Chrisley has said. Lindsay did go as far as to drop her family last name and take on Landsman. This is her boyfriend's last name, so many believed she had gotten married. However, she made it clear that she was moving away from the Chrisleys. Love for the family, fans who saw the preview for the Chrisleys. Back to reality were elated to see the family back together. They went on to praise Savannah Chrisley for holding everything down when her parents were gone. Savannah carried that whole family while Todd and Julie were in prison. "Don't care what anyone says, I love the Chrisley, I love their show, and can't wait till it comes back out." One had this to say about Lindsay and her behavior. "From the moment I saw the first episode, and the moment I saw that Lindsay girl, I never liked her, and now karma is out too for revenge. No one will ever truly know what and why things happened the way that they did. Yet this will be a time to air all grievances and hopefully move on." Savannah Chrisley is making headlines again, this time not for her bold podcast confessions or public appearances, but for a direct and emotional demand aimed at a sibling she believes has betrayed their once unbreakable family bond. The reality TV star turned outspoken advocate for her incarcerated parents is stepping into the spotlight once more to call out what she sees as unforgivable disloyalty and to issue a challenge that could forever change the course of the Chrisley family's future. The emotional storm began to brew after cryptic messages and subtle social media cues hinted at tension between Savannah and one of her siblings, though she has not officially named names. Many fans believe the rift points to her brother Kyle Chrisley, whose rocky past with the family has often played out publicly in interviews. Court documents and media coverage sources close to the situation say that Savannah feels deeply wounded by a sibling she trusted, someone she believes has chosen personal gain and publicity over family unity. Savannah reportedly believes that this betrayal has not only hurt her personally, but also damaged their parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley's ongoing legal battles behind bars. She feels that the sibling in question has turned their back on the family when they needed loyalty most, adding insult to injury by sharing private family matters in public forums and interviews with sensational headlines attached. While Savannah has made it her mission to protect Chloe Chrisley and keep the family's name strong in the wake of legal chaos, this recent breach of trust has shaken her resolve. Rather than lash out in anger, Savannah is taking a different approach, issuing a firm, heartfelt demand that some believe could be the beginning of either reconciliation or permanent estrangement. She is calling on the sibling to take accountability. Come forward privately and publicly and make things right with the family sources. Say her message is simple: apologize, admit your wrongdoing, and help repair the damage that has been done. Savannah believes that healing can only happen through honesty and unity, not through division and silence. On a recent episode of her podcast, Unlocked, Savannah spoke indirectly about betrayal, sharing her thoughts on loyalty, trust, and the consequences of turning your back on those who have stood by you through life's darkest moments. Though she avoided naming names, her tone was unmistakable, filled with pain, urgency, and a fierce determination to protect what remains of her family's integrity. She said, "There's nothing more heartbreaking than realizing someone you love has chosen themselves over the people who would have gone to the ends of the earth for them." And that comment sent speculation soaring among fans, many of whom pointed to past conflicts between Savannah and Kyle dating back to his earlier legal troubles, substance abuse issues, and public disagreements with their father. Yet for all the speculation, Savannah has remained composed and strategic, choosing her words carefully and keeping the focus on accountability and restoration. Rather than scandal and revenge, she has consistently maintained that her primary goal is to support Todd and Julie as they serve their sentences, and to protect Chloe from the noise and chaos of outside forces. She sees this latest fracture as not just a personal betrayal, but a threat to the fragile stability she has worked so hard to maintain for their younger sibling and the public image of the family that has already endured so much. The demand she's made is not just for an apology, but for a real change in behavior. She wants this sibling to step up, to acknowledge the pain they've caused, and to be part of the healing process, not just another headline. She's calling for a family reckoning, a private confrontation rooted in truth and fueled by love, but it's unclear whether that call will be answered. Insiders say the relationship between Savannah and the sibling in question has been strained for months, with communication breaking down and trust eroding to the point where even shared family events have become sources of tension. Awkward silences and uncomfortable avoidance have reportedly replaced laughter and closeness. The once vibrant Chrisley family dynamic has been reduced to guarded interactions and cold distance. Savannah has expressed that she's willing to forgive, but only if she sees genuine remorse and action, not empty words or performative posts. The time for pretending, she says, is over, and the moment for truth has arrived. Fans have reacted with a mix of shock and support, praising Savannah for standing her ground and demanding respect in a time when her family has already lost so much. Many are urging the sibling to meet Savannah halfway, to choose healing over ego, and to remember the deep bonds that once held their family together, even amid cameras, chaos, and controversy. This story is far from over as the Chrisley family continues to navigate the fallout of their very public implosion. Savannah's demand could be a turning point, or it could be the final chapter in a fractured relationship. But one thing is clear: Savannah Chrisley is no longer staying silent. She is speaking her truth, setting her boundaries, and refusing to allow betrayal to define her family's legacy. She remains the steadfast protector of what is left. And she will not stand by while someone she once loved threatens to tear down what little remains of their unity. The world is watching, and the next move belongs to the sibling, who must now decide whether to answer the call for reconciliation or walk away from the family once and for all. Do you agree that Lindsay needs to distance herself from the family? And does Savannah Chrisley have a valid point? Let us know and watch the premiere of The Chrisleys. Back to Reality, airing September 1st, 2025 on Lifetime. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.